What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got ourselves a new track from the proggy metalcore boys at Invent Animate. Song is titled "The Sun Sleeps," which is coming up from their new EP, which is coming really soon, September 23rd, and it's called "The Sun Sleeps As If It Never Was." That sounds really cool. And looking at the description for the song, it looks like we're talking about the lyrical content is about substance abuse and drug addiction. So we're going to get a serious tune here. But knowing the guys at Invent Animate, I'm expecting some proggy, techie, genty, atmospheric prog metalcore. That being said, with these guys, their songs are hit or miss for me if you watch the channel. But that's because I put prog metalcore in such high standards because it's one of my favorite genres of the core scene in general, or just metal in general. So I do really enjoy their music. I'm just kind of critical because I love this kind of style of music. That being said, I'm very excited for this. I'm expecting another banger here, and I think that's all we really need for chit chat. So let's fucking do it. This little 3D art is really cool looking. Oh. Oh. Holy shit. Right here. Now, here we go. Oh. Awesome way to end the chorus there. That's a cool riff right there. Okay, chorus again. I wish the drums were a little bit louder in the mix. The guitar work is super loud though. That's probably my favorite riff so far right there. Alright, bridge time. This sounds awesome right here. Oh shit, that was sick. Oh, this riff, man. Getting super genty in here. Synth work is really cool too. Damn, okay. Okay, so I think that's one of the best Invent Animate songs that I've heard. Holy shit, congrats to the boys for creating a banger here, and also for them to sign to Oomph. Really happy for that. And also, I just thought the visualizer, the artwork was actually really cool, and it fit the song. I don't know, it made the song more colorful for me, even though the lyrical content of this song seems to be talking about substance abuse. Didn't really pick apart the lyrics at all through first listen, but I thought the instrumentation was awesome. Before I talk about everything, let's just go through the pros and cons. So number one pro that I do want to mention, I thought the guitar work was an improvement over Greyview. And already these guys have been known for a really intricate guitar work, you know, mixing in the djent and these leads and alien noises, a lot of the modern like sounds that we hear in modern metalcore now, but you know, it's very techy and the phrasing is a little bit off and weird, and nothing ever feels copy and paste. So the guitar work is always ever changing, you know. For example, the final breakdown, where we're getting that triplet kind of rhythm. In between the rest, we're getting difference between like slides or maybe harmonics at one point. I don't know about the harmonics, but there was like difference between slides and other things going on. And also the alien panic chords going on too. But like, so it's stuff like that. You don't know what you're getting with the guitar work because it's very intricate and nothing repeats itself too much. That being said, the best riff was in that chorus. I thought the chorus riff was very, very solid, because sometimes when there's too much busyness, too much complexity going on, it's nice to have a riff that's a little bit more, I wouldn't say simple, but resonates a little bit more. And it could be just the series of notes that just kind of works a little bit better, and it's just not as random, so that it has a nice progression. So I thought the riff in the chorus was the best riff. And speaking of the chorus, I think that's the best chorus that Invent Animate has written. Like, I haven't gone through their old album, but you know, with Greyview and everything, I feel like this album is, or this chorus is really solid. You know, the hook in the chorus that had that same kind of tone with the reverb that just fit the atmosphere with this track and atmosphere of this band that it goes for. It's not overly poppy where it feels like a contrast from these crazy verses. Also, like, the guitar riff in the chorus really helped sell the chorus for me, but I thought the vocals were just good. It was high emotional vocal melody that just kind of worked with the tone of the lyrics as well, knowing what the lyrics were about going into this song. So I thought the chorus was really effective. Bridge was solid, and actually there's a little bit of a con in the bridge for me, but otherwise, like, I thought breakdown was solid, but I really like the build up to get to that final chorus. I really like the slow section where it just was dense with atmosphere, and sometimes when Invent Animate does that, I really like it, and I kind of wish that they expanded on those sections a little bit more, because when they do their atmospheric sides, it sounds really, really freaking nice. However, it's just like, I feel like it's 10% of the song and 90% is just like intricate, techie, progressive metalcore. Whereas like a band like Loathe or something would really emphasize on these atmospheric sections a little bit more. So I just hope for like in the future that they build on that. But still, the pro is the atmosphere in the song. So even in the intro and throughout the song, you know, they have like synth work that really adds a lot to the music. But I thought the intro was actually really solid too, to kind of like create a tone of the song before getting into it, like something a little bit dark and melancholic sounding, and it just kind of worked in its favor. My last pro to this song is the structure. I thought the structure was cool. You know, it is a structure that's been done a lot in metalcore and prog metalcore, but I really liked how they made the intro super long in this. You know, there was a good buildup of atmosphere, and then there was also the instrumental section that kicked in before we got into the first verse. So I like that. And then when we got into the chorus, it felt like a smooth transition. And then the second verse just felt a lot different in terms of rhythm than the first one. I have to go back to it, but I know for sure it's a different rhythm and different kind of guitar work kind of going on. And then we were hearing different vocal variety as well. So like the lows were coming in, the lows just sounded brutal there too. So I thought, you know, the switch ups were nice and I really liked it. But let's move on to the cons. And honestly, I don't really have too many cons with this. I think one of them was I wish there was a bit more of a build up for that breakdown, because when the breakdown happened, it just kind of like came in and went, especially considering how this song was already kind of heavy and techy as is, that to make the breakdown a little bit more effective for me, I wish there was a little bit more stretch in atmosphere. And I noticed that after the breakdown is when they had the atmosphere, so I would have preferred if they swapped out places and had atmosphere in before the breakdown to create that tension and dissonance before we got into that hard-hitting breakdown. And another con is really like this band is really good as musicians. They're all extremely tight as musicians, but I feel like they're so good with their atmosphere, but they don't really expand on those ideas too much. It's just kind of layered on top. But I would really like to hear these guys kind of expand on the atmosphere a little bit more, because like I feel like they're really good at it. They're really good at it, and I want to hear a little bit more silence from these guys because the music is so busy, and it sounds like a slight evolution to Graveyou, but not a huge evolution to Graveyou. So, you know, you can take that as a pro or a con, whatever way you're looking at it. But that being said, like, I feel like to really evolve even more would be to really expand on these atmospheric sections. You know, the synth work sounded really cool. Like, I would love to hear like more synth leads or more like synth interludes and stuff like that to really break apart the flow of this song a little bit more, or their songs. But for what it is, this song is solid. Like, this is a solid song. Like I said, it's one of the best Invent Animate songs. It looks like the EP is only 3 songs, so I'm curious to know maybe the next track will build on that atmosphere, because EPs is when bands tend to experiment because it's not a full-length album and like play around with different kind of sounds. So we'll see. But yeah, the song was solid, but I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, so comment down below. Spice up my life. What did you guys think about the new Invent Animate song? I'm curious to know. Also, if you got to this point in the video and you haven't clicked off yet, then I appreciate the shit out of you, man. But on that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time. Peace.